Some places hold echoes of the past, but others, they reflect your soul. Beneath the surface of the city, in the forgotten corners of underground parking garages, something listens, something waits.
Help me.
Jonah didn't believe in ghosts, not until that night. But then again, Jonah hadn't believed in a lot of things. Like consequences, like guilt, like the way a single moment can shatter multiple lives. For 3 months, Jonah had been seeing things. Reflections that weren't quite right. Shadows that moved against the light. Every mirror held a stranger wearing his face, eyes dark with accusation. Sleep became his enemy, filled with screeching tires and broken glass. The nightmares always ended the same, with her face. Sarah Martinez, 26, a kindergarten teacher who worked late helping struggling students. The woman he left bleeding on Palmer Road that rainy October night.
Why did you leave me, Jonah?
The underground garage at Milton Tower was like any other. Dim, silent, lifeless. Jonah parked on level B2, the deepest level accessible to the public. As he stepped out, the faint hum of overhead lights seemed off, like breathing.
I'm still alive.
The package delivery took exactly 3 minutes, but when Jonah returned, something had changed.
Help me. Help me. Help me.
The concrete walls began to weep black tears. Every car window reflected a different version of that night. In one, he stopped to help. In another, he watched her die. In all of them, Sarah's eyes followed him.
I have students waiting.
The rain had been deafening that night. Sarah was almost home, just 2 blocks away. Her students' art projects, carefully graded, scattered across the wet asphalt like broken dreams. As Jonah's headlights swept past, he saw her reach out. Not in accusation, but in a plea for help. Her eyes met his in the rearview mirror. And then, he drove away.
You can't escape. I trusted you. Why didn't you stop?
The garage shifted, concrete melting into rain-slicked asphalt. Every car became the scene of Sarah's death, playing in infinite reflections. And in each one, Jonah saw himself differently. The coward who ran, the monster who left her, the broken man he'd become. In the end, it wasn't Sarah's ghost that haunted Jonah. It was the weight of his own conscience, given form in this underground purgatory. Each echo carried a truth he'd tried to bury. Some say guilt is the heaviest burden. For Jonah, it became a curse. So if you ever find yourself alone, in an underground garage, and hear your own voice calling, run. But remember, some echoes are impossible to escape.
When is Miss Martinez?